Hey, good morning, everybody, once again.
Hey, now it counts. Good morning.
Where did you run?
I went to pick up my art. It was over across the room.
So,
We missed last week because of Thanksgiving. Hopefully
Yeah.
everybody had a lovely Thanksgiving. We went over to some friends' house and it was just delightful. Terrible weather, but lovely people and lovely food.
oh, the food was fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Anyway, guys, here we are with a new edition of Art Chat. It's we are in Houston in the studio, and for those who live outside Houston, it's finally feeling like fall over here.
Yeah, we actually have leaves changing colors for the first time.
It's cold, and it's actually not that cold, but it's lovely.
Yeah, it's finally
Anyway,
happening.
so you've been busy this week,
Yes, absolutely. We've got
and we'll talk about
we'll talk about that in
just
a bit.
second.
Yeah,
Now,
absolutely.
before we start the show, do you want to do some
Some housekeeping stuff. Sure, everybody. If you are watching us this morning, you're watching us on Facebook Live. We actually broadcast on Zoom, so there is a bit of a delay. So please understand that it takes a minute for what you put in a chat or anything to show up where we're seeing it. So we're not ignoring you. We are trying to keep a tab on the phones. And secondly, the reason for doing Art Chat is to share what Bogdan and I have been working on, what's new, what's going on in our art business. And so anything you see today is for sale. And
And if you guys haven't yet finished shopping for Christmas presents,
it's not too late.
don't forget our studio is open and we have a lot of meaningful stuff that makes beautiful presents as well.
Absolutely. So we can get it to you wherever you are in the world.
Great. So let's switch back to the presentation
Okay.
and see what exactly we prepare for today's show. Now, the first ones are probably just like me. You picked a piece that it's on the actual show at Silver Steel Studios, right?
Not me, but
Now, I chose this as is. I showed it before, and it's I keep reminding people that there are several still available on this edition, and in this particular one, I chose to show it again today because it's part of the show Open Doors at Silver Steel Studios, a show that starts very soon, right?
this Saturday.
December 3.
Mhm.
And guys, this is called As Is. It's a fine art photography, and it's from the collection Inheritance. There are very limited in edition. There are 5 of each. So hurry up. They are several of them are already gone. And I actually had a lady the other day sending me an email, said, do you have such and such? And I said, I'm so sorry, that's over.
Sold out. Yeah, that's a good problem to have.
But for those ones who don't know, Inheritance is kind of it's more than the decay photography and architectural decay photography. It's documenting the decay of what was the thermal baths Baile Herculane in Romania. And when I got the chance to go there, I found this beautiful decay going on, and I said, I'm going to make a series out of it. And this is how Inheritance actually was born.
These photos stop people in their tracks. I mean, we had people even this last weekend, and they were wandering through looking, and they would just freeze when they saw these. The same thing every time you've shown them. They are stunning photographs of an era gone by, but apart from that, they're just excellent photographs.
And then, it's more than this. A weekend ago or so, a lady just came and picked up 3 large pieces of this series because it made sense to have more than one in a arrangement.
What I find amazing also is, obviously these are in Romania. They were built by the Austro-Hungarians, so there's that kind of whole European kind of continental feel to them. But people say this looks like Cuba, this looks like Mexico, this looks like Argentina.
It's because what? The Austro-Hungarian
No, I just think that this kind of monumental architecture resonates in so many places. It could be in many, many places.
Yeah.
The colors, the kind of neoclassical architecture, and it's monumental.
And look at the colors.
Yeah.
How they kept over the years.
Amazing. And
completely
totally ignored.
Yeah.
You know.
And the sad part is, and the good part is, that a lot of architectural elements like the doors in this case and the ceiling over there, they're gone. Right now there's some metal tarps on metal sheets to protect the weather getting in, and there is a group of students from an architecture for a university nearby trying to raise money to save this place.
By the way, I want to point out here, you can see on the left-hand side of the screen, there's a little bit of tagging of graffiti, and that's throughout this whole 4-block thing. There's a few places where it's been tagged, but never on anything historical. Only on the new doors or new windows have anybody defaced anything. There's just that respect for the building.
And again, guys, the piece, this one in particular, it's a approximately 20 by 30 inch frame in a, 30 by 40, I believe, frame. It's on display here at Silver Sea Studio for the open door exhibition. And this is from December 3rd to January 18. So you guys stop by, make sure to stop by the studio and ask for the other pictures in this series, because they're just as beautiful. And I think it's worth, even if you don't buy them, it's worth looking at them. What else?
Great.
You want to talk about yours?
Yeah, mine is not in the new exhibition, but it is in one that I just submitted to Winter Street. Winter Street is having a juried show. If you're not familiar with what that means that the curator not only arranges the artwork, but they choose which one. So not everybody gets in. It's only the best work gets in. And so I've submitted this for that show, and I think it's called, I can't remember.
That's okay. It's coming to you.
And so I have applied for that one, and I should know by the end of the week whether or not it's been accepted. It is part of my Pancamarga series. This one is on paper. It's called Detachment. The same kind of color palettes and symbology that I used in all the Pancamarga, but arranged differently and on paper. And I just love the way the media reacts with the paper.
It's a different depth. It's
almost
like
stained glass.
To me, it's like almost out of space, like a crepuscular scene.
So it's not a bad size. I'm trying to get it out of the light. The colors are very, very vibrant. It's a good size. I love the way it's framed. It's floated, so it's not just flat on the surface, which kind of gives that the texture of the paper. And it's one of my favorite pieces. This, like I say, the other three in these, all of the ones on paper have all sold. So this is the only one left on paper.
This is great, and it's look at that depth. It's just beautiful.
They really turned out well.
And then how it pops up in this kind of blind, minimalistic sort of interiors. But anyway. So this is Detachment from Pancamarga. It's a John's painting, and it's available, and it's here in the studio at Silver Sea Studios if you guys want to stop by and take a look at it. Absolutely, or I can ship it off if you're ready to buy it. And it's kind of in the middle of the show, and I want to thank you again for sticking with us. Hopefully we are still live. I have no idea. I can't check that. Thank you guys for supporting us, for being with us. Yeah, we particularly, I have a couple who were living here in Houston a couple of years ago before the pandemic, and they came by the studio, liked the work, and he's now contacted me online, and he bought a big painting from me
and shipped it off this week, and it'll be a Christmas gift for his wife.
But it's very interesting because the guy knew the piece for quite a while ago.
Yeah, a couple of years. Yeah.
It's exactly what happened to me last weekend.
Mm-hmm.
This particular guy showed up in the studio. She said, I know you have those big blocks, big black boxes,
Rocks,
whatever. Yeah. Do you still have them? And I said, yes, actually, I do have them in the storage. So I pulled them out. He said, we came here 6 months ago and we fall in love with it. And now we can afford and we can buy it.
They've been bugging them ever since. That is the beauty of art.
Yeah,
that's when you should buy.
It's amazing. And you think that people come into your studio and they never focus on anything. No, they are liking things, they are planning for things, and this is what makes things beautiful.
Yeah, that's great. And again, that's the story to me. The most beautiful part of art is that, you know, you got to have it. And when you feel that, that's the time to buy it. And then frankly, if you don't feel that, don't buy it, you know?
Let's see. Now we are trying to have the studio open both on Saturday and Sunday. Yes.
News to me.
Yes, I will be here regardless. There is a
just this week.
Yes.
Okay, not every Sunday.
No.
Okay.
This week again is a holiday sort of vibe where it's kind of the last bit of people can come into the studios and buy, and plus Silver Sea Studios are having some market events next to us at the warehouse, and we try to combine to make an event out of it.
Yeah, so we were open this last Sunday, and we will be open this Sunday, and who knows, but it's just getting ready for the holiday shopping, and we could use all the shopping we can get, so think of us.
And in addition, on December 3rd, it's the official opening of the Open Doors show here in Silver Sea Studios. This is a group exhibition of all the Silver Street artists, and you have been involved quite a bit.
I'm in charge of the exhibition committee here at Silver Street, and our committee has gotten together. You know, we had Photo Fest here, and Photo Fest is always such a remarkable exhibit. But they have left now, and so we're now going back to our regular scheduled exhibitions. So this one will open on Saturday. We did all of the layout with the curator, Wayne Gilbert, from over at the G-Spot Gallery here in town. And so he came yesterday, arranged all the artwork. We are now hanging all the artwork today and tomorrow and doing the lights and the labels and everything to be ready for Saturday. It's a beautiful show. Again, it's tenant work from here at Silver Street this time. And it should be a really, really nice show. It'll be nice to have something on the walls again. Photo Fest moved out, and since they left, the walls have been blank, and we always hate that.
And another announcements we have to do is in January, I will have a new show here at Silver Street Studio in the West Gallery, and that is the Nature Remembered. It's a long-awaited show. I haven't had one in 2019, and it's going to be beautiful. Unfortunately, I do not have any marketing materials to share with you yet.
They're all being printed.
They are done, except I don't have it right here with me. And just mark your agenda. January 12th is going to be the open ceremony, and we'll have food, we'll have drinks. We will celebrate the opening of the Nature Remember officially here in Houston.
Great. Congratulations on that. It should be fun.
Let's see. I know, because you're going to be dancing at that show.
Reason enough to come.
What else? What else is new? I have a commission going on. This is what I'm trying and struggling now to create a new sculpture for a client and see where it goes. This is a different size. I wish the sizes I had in the studio were perfect, but they were not. So I have to create a 40 by 40 inch piece. Now I sneak yesterday into your studio and I see that
Oh gosh, why do you keep showing the same thing? It's unfinished.
You are keep working on little things.
Yeah, I've been so busy doing the exhibition that I haven't even touched the paintbrush in a whole week. So,
but that's good.
It's not good.
Anytime I work something, I have a part of my brain that it's set up on the artistic part. I'm gonna work on this, that, I'm gonna do this and that. And
not me, I'm too busy. I've been doing all of that with the exhibition, and that's, you said it's huge. We've got 37 artists and over 100 pieces of art, and all of it has to be managed. And I don't know if you've ever worked with artists, but they can be finicky. So we've gotten all that sorted. That's taken a lot of my energy, as well as been working a lot on the idea of opening the nonprofit for Bubarusa Productions. And so we're working with that. I actually have my first board member. Thank you, Deborah Ellington. And we're going to move forward with that as well. So there's been a lot going on, even though I haven't been painting.
All right, let's see. This is a second part of the show. And again, I picked up at this point a secret, another image from Inheritance, just because it has a door. It does not have a door actually, but fits exactly the show for the open doors. And I found this very pleasant, not only architecture, but very mysterious in a way, because you never know what's going on. It doesn't show you that it was a path. It could be anything.
Now, this is the same. You can see the green hallway, which is the same as the one
the other direction.
Okay,
yeah.
So it's basically looking at that same hallway from another direction.
It's funny because you go from hallways to hallways, and each hallway, some are larger, some are smaller, some are. It's just like a labyrinth of hallways in there, and there's all fascinating and all with its characteristics of architecture.
But look at the architect. I mean, this particular section looks pretty scruffy and
look how Gothic that is.
Look how beautiful those vaulted ceilings or Gothic ceilings, and it's just a remarkable place and a haunting image. And
it's so funny because I'm looking at this image, and when you first look, it's like it's quiet. But then your eyes go to the green point, and there's a sun, there's some color, there's a missing ceiling over there.
Yeah, that's the outside.
I can hear the outside all of a sudden. It's like a fascinating double face moods in here.
And when you think of the rain and the snow and the wind, just being open to the elements like that, and it's amazing it's still in the condition it is. Oh, you've used the same photo.
Yeah, I think it's a remarkable picture, guys. Come and see it. Silver Sea Studios, Studio 314. I have plenty of this.
And this is in the show as well.
Right? Yes. That's why I picked it up, because I said, it's time to promote the show and promote what I have in the show, and this is what I have for now. And I think on the back hallways you pick up some others, but we'll talk about next week.
Oh, sure. We'll go through the show next week.
So yes, this is Secret. And you have a beautiful one of my favorites from the Panca Marga.
Yeah, and this is another one from the Panca Marga series. This one is quite a bit larger. It's also one that I submitted for the show in over at Winter Street. So I put both of my Panca Margas in. I like to give them some, let them travel a bit, get them out so people can see them. And again, same color schemes. The whole idea of this being that there's a meditation that, everything that my life has brought me up to till now should be in this painting. And then I have these rectangles that I envision as kind of my footsteps moving through the painting, moving through the meditation that is the painting. So it's vibrant, it's lots of motion, and yet there's a kind of the depth of layering. There's kind of almost a memory there, like you're looking back. It's I think it's quite stunning.
Yeah, this is my favorite. You want to show it?
I
to
have
us?
it
You
here.
it?
It's
Do you have
it's
it?
so much bigger.
Yeah. Well, let's bring it over.
40 by 30.
Oh God, it's so glorious.
And again, almost has the look of stained glass.
And yeah, can you explain? I think did you use some paint spray as well?
Yeah, this is multimedia. I used golly everything. I used spray paint. I used acrylics. I used ink. I used marker. I used colored pencil. What else did I use? I'm looking at it. Probably some graphite. So it's got all kinds of multimedia.
Yeah, I see various colors and one that it's spray.
And then I like to have smaller details so that when you're up close to a piece, you get one experience.
Oh, you can.
And when you're across the room, you get a whole different.
You can see some little details, hidden details.
Anyway, I love it, and it's been around for a while. Again, from the Ponca Market.
Well, because we have
21, and there were 4 of these, and there are 2 left of this size. So these are here in the studio, and hopefully in the show over at Winter Street starting next month.
Fabulous. Congratulations.
Thank you.
It's very nice, and it's we have 5 minutes to talk about. This was the show, literally. We have 5 minutes to talk with people. Other news. Do we have other news?
Other news. Well, we are looking at the possibility of moving to Romania, or at least part of the year in Romania, and that is still moving forward. We're working with the accountant right now to make sure all of our taxes are being paid and all of that stuff. So we are moving ahead with that. It is slow going. We want to make the right decision. So it's a.
It felt good when we were there. Now that we are far away,
it still feels good.
I got into so many projects over here.
Oh yeah.
I place it on my second part of the brain.
And again, there are certain things that you just have to kind of wait for. We're still looking at the possibility of an apartment that is actually abutting his mother's apartment in Cumpolon. And we don't know yet if that's going to become available. If it is, we'll try and get it. If not, we're still looking at real estate. But that's secondary. I think we'll probably move there and rent until we can kind of settle.
This is my preference to rent for a while and then see what opens up and what makes sense.
So right now we're just doing a lot of research into what would a nonprofit look like in Romania? What would our lives be like? How would we make a living? All those things have to be considered in addition to all the stuff we're doing here in Texas. So we're not looking at any time, it's not imminent that we'll be moving, but we're doing a lot of groundwork. And of course, it takes a lot of groundwork before you can make a big move like that. So that's kind of what we've been up to, and just getting ready for the holidays. And I'm just now realizing that, I've got to go to the doctor in December, and I have to kind of explain why my blood sugar is up. And that comes to Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. So I have to get my health back in.
John is always buying bags of chocolates for Halloween.
It's for the children.
And guess who eats them?
Well, because the children didn't come.
Yeah. Guys, it's 10:27, 3 minutes earlier, and I think this is the show for today. And we'll get ready for hanging the show in Silver Sea Studios now.
And you'll see more of that next week.
And probably creating a vlog very soon because we have fallen behind with that as well.
Have a great week, and we will see you next time.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.